Well, here we go. Y'all ready for this big bait day? We're about to get started. Now, I got the Spro Chad Shad sitting right there. We have the 13 Fishing Glidesdale, the 6 cents Trace, and we also running the Little Draw 6.5 inch. Got some weight on it because I like how it sinks, but I do have a lipless here in case we have a hard time finding them with the big glides. We can get them fired up on the lipless. It seems to work here. At least it did for me this time last year. And yeah, we're at spot number 1. We got a storm coming in, so hopefully they'll be chewing just before the storm gets going. And yeah, we're gonna start right here. As y'all can tell, we have a, a pocket right here. I see live fish on live imaging. I see bait, which is threadfin and or some kind of shad, crappie and big bass sitting around, whatever. There's fish in this pocket according to that graph right there. So we are gonna start off with the old Chad Shad. Now this is the Ghost Perch. I have lost my Ghost Threadfin. When I went out fishing, I casted it right on off, so that sucked, but it happens. So I got another one on back order waiting to show up. And yeah, we're just gonna give this a shot. We're sitting in 15 foot of water, and as y'all can tell, there's the bait right there, and we'll see some big marks here in a little bit popping up. They're kind of roaming around, looking at stuff. And yeah, 15 foot of water, casting up into about 10 to 12 for right now. We're gonna give this a shot. We got the big camera going back over there. Hopefully that stays working for the most part. It'll stay out until the rain comes. So no other GoPro, just 2 cameras, 2 cameras. We may do a TikTok live if we start crushing them. Oop, there we go. Ooh, I just got bumped right there. Got bumped again. They're in that sun. All right, I found some fish. They hit it twice. I think they were kind of small because they didn't fully eat it. Let's get another cast up there though. There we go, fish on, right there. That feels good too. That feels like a nice fish. Felt them right there, saw them on live imaging, and I don't have a net ready. Stay down, buddy, stay down. Big water movement. It's just because he's got his mouth wide open. Any way you shape it, that's an awesome bass. Right there on the glide bait. And that Chad Shad, just sitting there working it kind of slow. There he is. Oh, come on, buddy. There we go. There we go. Little guy. He's probably about 2.5 pounds. Not huge. Right there on that. Oh God, Chad Shad and Ghost Perch. Oh yeah, let's get a quick weight on them. You know what? We're gonna do something a little different today. We're also gonna do length checks. Because why the hell not? A lot of people ask, what's the length of these fish when you catch them? And to be honest, I don't know. So, let's do this. Let's put him here. We got a 17, just over a 17-inch bass. So yeah, we're gonna keep length and we're gonna keep tally of the daily weight. So we're gonna get this zeroed out right there. Wham, 17 at 2.80 on the dot again. Put them right there. 2 3/4 pound bass right off the start. Get them on back. Thank you, buddy. That's awesome. The glide bait, the Chad Shad, something that I feel very confident in using. Caught the first fish. All right, let's go for number 2. Hopefully there's a second one in here. And all I'm doing is casting into this pocket, just blind casting. I mean, I am using my graph to see if fish are in here. I could use it to watch my lure work and watch them eat, but I haven't evolved to that spot yet. Ooh, I got hit again. They are chewing in there. There we go, fish on, got him. The very next cast on that Chad Shad and ghost perch. I should have my net out and ready, but I do not. Another little 2-pounder. All different size fish eat this bait for sure. And if you can find them fired up, you sure as hell can catch them. There we go, we got him. And he is perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Get a quick length on him. Smallest one so far, being he's only number 2. Oops, hold still, buddy, hold still. Yeah, I was just now holding on to you. Dang it, come on. You know they're lively when they're like this. There we go. We got a 16-inch bass. Not very big. Should be about 2 pounds though, which is freaking awesome. Zero that. Yep, 2.07. Reweigh. Starting to lose a little bit of sun I had. Yep, 2.05. There we go. 16 inches, 2 pounds on the Chad Shad. Later, bud. The Chad Shad worked again. It's hard to stop using a bait that you know is working. But for argument's sake, we're gonna try a different bait real quick. And we're gonna go with the 13 fishings, or not 13 fishing, 6 cents mini draw that I've added weight to. And we're gonna give it a old zing up there. This one is in 4K bluegill. Throwing it on my Kistler rod, which by the way, I'm using on 2 setups, 6 cents rods on the other 2. I'll go over my rods here in a little bit. We'll get our 5 and then I'll talk about the rods that I'm using. Oh yeah, they're still up there. They just moved positions, but they are chewing just before this storm comes in. Just give it little half turns to make it do its thing. And then we'll let it pause for a moment. And that's when they really hit it, is on a longer pause. Maybe they just want a larger profile bait, more natural looking. That ghost is very natural looking. And maybe that's what they're chewing on. Maybe they're eating perch and not so much shad. Just zinging on up there. Those 2 bass that hit, they're pretty close up there. They were pretty shallow. But I believe there's a couple more. We just got to find out if they'll hit anything else. There we go, right there, right there. Got him on that draw. KLX is handling it. Oh, that's a nice one right there, right there. 6.5 inch draw and 4K shad. Hell yes. He doesn't feel bad at all. I think he's gonna be the biggest. If I can get him up before he flings the hooks. Oh, okay, let's get a net. Hopefully he doesn't come off. Hold still, buddy. I tried flipping him, but no siree, that wasn't happening. Oh, that is like a 4 3/4 right there, or a 4, not a 3 3/4, 4 pound bass. Hell yes, on that draw. Now I added a little bit of weight to this draw, so it'd sink more of my speed, and I just needed to find out what speed worked the best for that donkey right there. Now for you guys in Texas, this isn't a very big bass, but catching fish is catching fish. And on a glide, I don't care what size they are, they're all fun as hell. But I mean, just not Texas. I mean, everywhere down south. Here in Wisconsin, we ain't got very big bass. And when it comes to big, that's usually your stint of it. But I've done very well on catching multiple 5s and 4s in my 3 years of fishing up here. 3 point, well, come on. He just keeps moving. He's high 3, almost 4 pounds. Almost 4 pounds. See if we can't get that. 3.88 right there. It's gonna be neat to see what my total weight is for the day doing this before the rain hits. We're gonna get a quick measurement on this bad boy. And he is just nicking 19 inches. Hell yes, that's an awesome bass. Thank you, buddy. Have a good one. Hell yes, that's awesome. That's bass number 3. That was on the mini draw. I think we ought to throw the Clydesdale in Goldilocks. All right, let's put that old girl down. Now we're gonna throw 13 fishing Clydesdale. This one is Goldilocks. Like I said, there's no weight on this. This one's gonna be on my Team 6 rod. It just feels better on it. And we're gonna flip it on up there. Now this one takes a little bit longer. We're gonna have to let it sink slowly, so it's a bit time consuming. So I'm probably gonna cut between cast and coming up on hook set. Oh, he hit it. He hit it again. I think there's a couple of little ones right here and they're just not getting that hook in their mouth. And my trolling motor is just all over the place. So when these fish hit, you could see just like stuff boiling underneath the surface. I don't know if they're fish or if they're air pockets or air bubbles from the bottom where they shoot up to nail the bait. Oh, he just tapped it again. There we go, got him. Oh, he pulled off. He hit it though. Oh, there we go. It was just dropping. And I was trying to fix my trolling motor aspect, but he crushed it as it was falling. He crushed it as it was falling. All right, well, I did it on the Clydesdale too. It's crushing. And this guy's hooked every which way to Sunday. I I got him. He's flopping around. They are very green when they come into this boat with these glides. I'm not messing around here. I am not messing around. Let's get a quick measurement on this dude. Y'all can't see this. Let's see, 18. So he's 17 3/4. 17 3/4 inch bass. So I'm gonna assume he's about that 2.5 pound range. Well, sorry, 3 pound, 3.09 for number 4, which gives us a total of 11.82 pounds for 4 bass. That's freaking incredible. Hell yeah. Later, bud. Thank you for chewing. On the Glidesdale, he hit it hard. I think they're chewing just before the storm though. Let's switch up and go to the swim bait, right? I mean, I thought I was gonna have to break out the lipless bait to get a fish fired up or two. But sometimes when the fishing's on, it is freaking on. I'm just glad I had a camera on. All right, we got the trace going out. And this one's on a bit different rod setup, so I gotta be careful with this. This is a slow sink bait. This is the blue back herring trace from 6 cents. We're just gonna burn and pause and let it sink. I should have did a little bit more pausing than anything, but they are kind of fired up and they're all underneath the boat too. Apparently they're all the way out here because that one crushed it as I was dinking around with my graph. I think they're already back in this little pocket, tucked in there. Truthfully, with the way everything was being hit, I did not expect this to take this long to get a fish. But then again, maybe it is color. Maybe it is color. There we go, there we go. He hit it and ran at me. He's a little guy. Oh no, he's nice. He hit it and ran at me and I didn't know he had it. I was burning into it, and next thing I know, line was coming tight. Oh, 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 oh. He barely got the back hook. There we go, we got him. We got him. Number 5 out of this little pocket. These fish are freaking chewing. Uh-oh. Well, I don't think that's for me, boys and girls. I do not think that was for me. He's not, oh yeah, he is. All right. I might have killed him. All right, let's see what we got here. A 18-inch bass. He's bleeding a little bit. So he's gonna be about 3 1/4. 3.84. There we go. He's bleeding, so we're gonna hurry up and get him back. Later, bud. Thank you. I hope he's all right. We'll keep an eye on it. If he ends up floating up, we'll grab him, take him home, eat him. And ain't gonna let him go to waste at all. But my first 5 bass right there on, that's gonna be 15.65. Not bad for pulling up to your first spot, chunking a handful of big baits, and catching them like that. I can't argue. If you kill a fish, be respectful, take it home, eat it. I should have put them in the live well is what I should have done. That's what I should have done, and I didn't. So for everyone fixing to bash me in the comments, I'm sorry. Should have put him in the live well, see if he made it. But we'll keep an eye on him. If he floats, we'll grab him. That much I promise you. All right, y'all. So I have to do the ending of this video here in the garage because I jacked it up out on the water. I was just so excited and I was beside myself. I caught fish. I was super excited. If y'all use big baits and you start catching fish, especially you catch 5 fish within a 30-minute span, you're having an awesome day with big baits. But to go over the 4 rods that I'm using, 2 of them are my Kistler rods. And if you're interested in any Kistler rod that I may use or that you go to their website and check out and you're thinking about getting one, you can use FNR. Save your butt 10% at checkout. Saves you a little bit of dough. I don't get nothing out of it outside of hopefully a little bit of recognition to where one day maybe I can work with Kistler and maybe get y'all a little bit more off or something else comes of it. I don't know. That's looking out. Who knows? You get lucky in this business within YouTube and everything else. But I'm gonna shut up when we get to the rods. Let me grab the first one we started off with, and that one is my Kistler rod. This is their Big Country. I know it's upside down, I apologize. This is what I ran my Chad, the Spro KGB Chad on. I have it paired up with a 13 Fishing Concept A3 with 20-pound Seaguar fluorocarbon. This is the Viz X. Actually, all my lines are Viz X. But this is 20-pound test. This rod is phenomenal. It has the long cork, solid cork handle. Casting heavier baits like the Tactical Wake or the Chad Shad does it with ease, and the rod is fairly light. All the weight in this rod right now is that reel and that bait. The rod is like a freaking feather. It's unreal. Next, what did we throw next? We threw the 6.5, I believe, if I remember correct. And that is also on my Kistler KLX series. This is a 7'6" extra heavy rod, moderate action. And that 6.5 draw, I got it paired up with a Kistler 200 series 1 reel. Love this rod. It's a regular split handle. It handles 1 to 4 ounce baits. Y'all saw how it casted this lure. It's very light and it casted it effortlessly and it controlled it. The rod had great bend. Now I couldn't boat flip that bass because it put a little too much bend into it, more than I wanted. So I just went ahead and netted that fish. But this rod, parabolic bend in it, the way it is, it's phenomenal. I love this setup for those smaller baits. From that, 3/4 to, let's say, 2 ounce range. Next is my 6 cents rods that I had last year. If y'all have been following the channel, y'all know I bought a lot of last year. This is my Team 6 rod right here. 7'9" extra heavy rod. I have it paired up with a Corrado 201 with 7-speed gear ratio, 20-pound fluorocarbon. Phenomenal rod for working these 2 1/4 to 3.5 ounce baits. Love it. The Chad Shad is very great on this rod also. I just want to use the bigger rod with the longer handle for helping me send it out a bit further. And then last but not least, this is what I threw my 6" trace from 6 cents on. This is the ESP rod from 6 cents. I have it paired up with a SLX DC with a 7-speed ratio with 17-pound fluorocarbon of Viz X from Seaguar. Love this setup for those baits. I can't ask for a better pairing. This 17-pound test allows me to run that bait with those 3 cranks, and when I kill it, that bait's able to drift. Instead of like with 20 or, yeah, with 20-pound test. If I do that, that bait just stops. It doesn't glide off. This setup right here is what does it. I love it for those baits. I don't have a code with 6 cents. I have most of their stuff, but I do not have a code with them. Can't save you any money with 6 cents, but there are many other people that work with 6 cents. So use one of their codes. If I ever get one with 6 cents, y'all will be the first ones to know. But Kistler, you can use FNR, save 10%. First 30 minutes of fishing out on the water with big baits, it was an epic day. I mean, I didn't catch anything over 4 pounds, but I mean, 3s and 2s, I'm not gonna argue. They're all hitting these big glides and swim baits. So 5 fish, 30 minutes, on big baits, can't argue. But if y'all enjoyed this video, please hit that thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'm ending it here. Next video y'all will see will be stop number 3 on the Minnesota side, and I have a special guest with me out on that boat, substituting in for Cody. So, hope y'all enjoy that one coming. Y'all take care, and until next time, y'all keep living right.